We're talking about the game in the game.
Don't talk about the game during the game.
Don't talk about the game during the game.
Okay.
The game? What's the
game.
game?
What's the
I don't
game?
know.
The game is the podcast we're recording right now, as it is
Okay.
actively the thing that we are doing. Shit,
Was it you the other day that said that you've never heard me fart before?
No.
I swear to God, somebody said the other day that they'd never heard me fart before.
what a strange thing to bring.
No, I farted, and then somebody said, I've never heard you fart before, and I was like,
It wasn't just like a random
I don't know
conversation.
Yeah.
why did it cross your mind now? Is what I'm
because
saying.
I burped.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but we need to get the full clan
Rob
on.
Jones.
Rob Jones is part of the clan
His
now.
new name is Goldfish.
We're recording.
Let's get it.
Oh, are we?
Hi.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the House of Lynn.
Your weekly dose of tantalizingly whimsical banter between your favorite group of friends.
You know who we are. I'm Emily.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Elliot.
I'm Cuba.
I'm John. We're getting better at that.
Yeah,
We are. We've got-
Solid.
That was solid, yeah.
Mhm.
How's everyone feeling? What's your truth today?
I am tired.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I have been working all day. I haven't.
I'm perfectly fine.
I did not have 25 minutes to break today on my 8-hour shift that was only supposed to be 6.5.
Oh, poor
I am so
you.
tired. I got home from work and was immediately grasped by my grandmother. She needed my help to fix her phone because she deleted the contacts app off of her phone and wondered where her contacts went. They all disappeared with the contacts app. Isn't it weird when you delete things?
Is it even possible to delete the contacts app?
I didn't know it
think
was
so.
possible.
Bye, Kelly. My mom just interrupted.
Please don't cut that. That was
Don't cut
amazing.
Just leave it in.
I think her feet might have just been.
Oh, yeah.
God, her reaction was priceless. Did anyone else see her face? She's like,
Turn hop, 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 right back up. No. Okay. So back to what I was saying. I do have a little bit more. So
Okay.
my grandmother immediately deleted the contacts off of her phone, and I don't know how she does it, but she just recently got a smart TV, and she has been watching. I don't know if anyone's seen Heartland. It's a show on Netflix.
I've heard of it.
It has 11 seasons. It is It is a horse girl drama that my
Nice.
mother and my
Alright.
grandmother fell in love with. So
Kim and Pap were watching that. My
Really?
grandparents were watching that too.
there
Yes.
you go, exactly. I think that some people just fell in love with the country.
Yup.
but no. So there's 11 seasons of this show available to stream on Netflix. My grandmother got this smart TV for Christmas and didn't figure out Netflix until the day before New Year's. That means it has been not even 12 days. She is already on the 9th season of 11. I'm impressed. My
Damn,
grandmother
okay.
figured out how to binge watch.
All right.
It was amazing. But back to why it was a bad day, her TV kept disconnecting from the Wi-Fi, so her Netflix wouldn't load. And she's sitting there crying to me about how her Netflix will not load on her TV. And I am tired. I am sore. And I know that she is old and frail. And I love her dearly as she is my grandmother. But I just wanted to leave and go sit in my room alone just for 10 minutes of peace before I had to do a million other things. So I just calmly said, I'll figure it out later. And I stood up and walked out of the room.
And it still took you an extra 40 minutes to get here.
I needed my time. I needed it. It was a bad day. It was a bad day.
I almost got an Airbnb for myself this weekend.
Just for your
Just
lonesome.
to get the fuck out of my home.
Understandable. Where at?
Anywhere.
Oh, you're just looking.
I was just looking.
For how long?
I
Ever.
don't kn- yeah.
Ever. Forever.
Yep.
Do you ever? I just look at houses on Airbnb.
Just like for
It's
fun.
nice.
Yeah,
I
super
don't- just
fun.
for
I don't
fun.
really do
Never-
that.
They're outstanding. Some of them.
Yeah.
My
Like,
mom does that a
Oh
lot.
my god, I love
Would
them.
we
Like
like to
when-
would we like to actually plan a group trip to a nearby Airbnb?
I would
Honestly-
love to plan that
Honestly,
trip.
I've been thinking about it.
As long
just
as-
like just all of us get out of the house, chill together.
And it won't
Yeah.
require us to quarantine or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because we could even do it in state. Let's just
Stay in
find
the
somewhere
state.
cool to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could look out like towards Pittsburgh, like just
Yeah.
go across state, so it feels like we're far away.
Even
we're
the
still in
Exactly.
state.
drive. The drive
Yeah.
would be awesome.
That would be sick.
It'd be amazing.
There's some like nice places up in New York, like even just like upstate New York.
Yeah, true.
Like a 3.5
Even
hour
if we
drive.
go somewhere not even to interact with people.
Mhm.
Just to like
Just
go
sit
Just
in
to
the
hang
house,
out.
Just to
Sit in the
go.
house, hang out, record an episode, cry, cook a little bit,
do
and then
something. Yeah.
and
For our viewers at home, earlier this year, we have a tragedy that befell us. we had planned.
fell.
We
You
had.
fell off.
Well, I was pretty decent in English.
Okay.
I was okay.
Continue.
I won a couple of spelling bees here and there.
Oh my God!
What?
Did you ever play Sparkle?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about Sparkle.
I don't know if
That sounds
I don't know
familiar.
if I have.
It's like
I think I have.
it's like you play it in class and like you're in a big group in class and everybody lines up and you spell a word like letter by letter, and if you mess up you go sit down, and then once the word is spelled out in full, the last person says sparkle, and then the next person sits down or like gets out of line, and it's basically like a competition, see who can spell the longest, and
Seems like-
it's also kind of a game of chance because if
I
the
was gonna
person next
say,
to you says sparkle, then
seems
you're
unfair.
out. Yeah.
What if you're smart but you're at the end of the line, so you're just like them?
Yeah.
You hear the
Yeah.
word and you're just like them.
So like you do have to be smart, but also you have to be lucky.
Yeah, you have to be incredibly. The goal is be at the front of the line.
Yeah.
Because not many words are like
Yeah.
looping
true.
over that.
Oh, I forgot about that. Fun times.
Never.
Fun time.
Never have I
I've
played
definitely
But
played it before.
Speaking of traveling to a far off place just to get away.
I was in the middle of a comment about our tragedy that befell us.
Yeah, what was the befelling?
How we befell. We did befall. And now we have been befallen.
So anyway,
But
continue your story about us
continuing
befallen.
what it was,
Just keep going.
We had a group trip to go to a what was it, a cabin or was it a house?
It was just
Yeah, it's just
a house,
an
an
Airbnb.
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 It was an Airbnb, but it was a house up in Vermont, and we were planning on going skiing and enjoying our time,
I was gonna sit in the house and scream at the fine china.
and it would have been great. We would have had freedom, peace, a place to ski, getting out of Pennsylvania for one. That's a great thing that we all look forward to. But unfortunately, we were supposed to leave on the 17th of December, and we did not because we had to have everyone pull out because of the 2-week quarantine that was mandated.
Basically, we all had to pull out because
Yeah.
of everything that's going on.
We had to pull out, unfortunately.
We had to pull out.
We did have
Our
we
pullout game was strong on
Our
that one.
pullout game. It
was
seemed
really
like it
close.
was getting weak.
It was
Honestly, it was very close when we
It
canceled.
was.
Didn't we cancel on like December
12th
4th?
or something.
Yeah, we were supposed to leave
Yeah.
the 17th
Yeah.
and canceled on like the 5th
Yeah.
or the 6th.
But thank God we did cancel when we did, because the day we were supposed to leave was the day of the big snowstorm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would have.
I would have still drove up.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have missed it though. Like we would have
Yeah.
gotten out of here.
Yeah, a lot of it probably would
Plus
have
the
been
highways,
cleared
like
for us.
Yeah.
snows.
Main roads are
it-
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a highway too. Like there's not going to be a ton of buildup with all the cars that are constantly
Yeah.
moving. There might be slush, but still, we would have just slowed down and carried on, like our wayward son.
But speaking of traveling and getting away, this episode we're going to talk about traveling, the places we've gone, the places we want to go.
I go to Disney every year. It's not a lie. I could tell Disney stories.
Kuba should tell some stories from Poland.
I honestly
wait,
just don't know where to start.
so who
Pick
here
something.
has not been out of the country? You're the only one?
I've never left the country.
Really?
You've been to
I've-
Epcot.
I've gone around the world.
I remember
don't
you
even
brought
know.
all of us back little postcards from Epcot.
Yeah, I did.
and we were like, thanks.
I was like, I want to do something.
No, they were cute.
Like everything at Disney is so like ridiculously expensive. And at the time,
Yeah.
the last time I went down, I did not have a job. So I had no money. So I got everything that I could to bring
Anything
back.
that you could take for free was like a
for
gift
free
for
or
all of
like
your friends.
incredibly cheap.
Yeah.
Like the cheapest things that I could
Five
find.
Below.
Yeah, Five Below.
Five Below.
Pretty
yeah.
much. I didn't
Great
spend
store.
more than five. It is such a great store.
Great.
The older brother of Dollar General.
Okay.
Kind of though, right?
Yeah. The stepsister.
This. What are you doing, step bro?
Stepsis.
They're cheap.
So
Why? How does
is-
my brain work like this?
these are the moments where I wish I was aborted.
Oh, damn.
Like really?
No.
Oh.
I want to hear
sad.
more stories from Poland.
I would like
I feel
to
like I
hear
haven't
at
heard
least
that much.
Yeah,
one.
please kick us off.
I mean, like a lot of it was. Okay, so you remember, guys? Do you guys remember when I went right after junior year for
Yeah.
like the solid 2 weeks?
Yeah, that was like the most recent trip, wasn't it?
That was the most recent
Missed
one.
my
That
grad party for it.
yeah, my mother showed
Oh,
up to your
yeah.
grad party, but I didn't.
I showed up
Wait,
and I was
you-
like, "Is Kuba here?" And someone goes, "No, he's still in Poland." I'm like, that's the most Kuba thing anyone could ever say. Nah, he's still in Poland.
Didn't you get like trapped in a salt mine or something?
No, we almost got lost in one.
Okay.
Oh
But-
damn.
Talk about it.
I mean, there really isn't much to say about that other than we almost got lost 300 feet underground.
I think there's a lot more to say than that.
There's a lot to say.
It,
about
you
it was
remember-
literally
got lost
it was
300
it was
feet
a
underground.
it was a tour, and there were like these little airlocks.
Yeah.
Since it was deep underground, and we almost got. Do you mind?
Sorry.
We almost got separated from them because there was 2 separate airlocks at one point, leading to 2 completely different places, and we took the wrong one.
Yeah.
And realized it more than 5 minutes later, and had to turn back and try to catch up with everyone.
On some secret tunnel shit.
That was
Yeah.
that was fun.
Well, like, how different is Poland from like the U.S.? I know nothing about Poland.
I've never been across the pond.
A lot cheaper,
Really?
like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I
you know,
can
you know
see it.
those like
Yeah.
really big bottles of water they could get for like $6-7.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably get those there for like $1.50.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Poland Spring.
Up to like $3.
Bottled from the source.
Like that recent trip was mostly with just family, like
Mhm.
seeing the area since it's been so long since me or my grandparents have been there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was honestly weird just meeting family members that I just didn't remember
Yeah.
from when I was a kid.
Who are you again?
How long were you there for?
That trip was 2 weeks.
Okay.
So,
Didn't you get like a lot of great photography?
oh my God.
I remember Kuba was
Yeah, I
sending me
have a
pictures
lot.
of his aunt's garden.
Yup.
You loved
He
I
sent
sent
me-
it to you for a reason.
Yeah.
You loved it.
He sent me the photo of him on like the mountain looking down at the was it like the
was a
river
lake.
or the lake, yeah. Looking at the
I
lake.
kind of remember
Yeah.
that.
and I sat there looking at it. I'm just like, you sure you don't want to go to photography school? Like this is a really good photo.
And like you took them all on your phone, didn't you?
Yeah,
No,
most
like
of
they were
them.
incredible.
Most of them I did, but I had a lot on the camera that we have at home.
Send me some of them. I'll insert them.
Hmm?
I'll insert them in the video if I feel like it.
If you feel like it, go for it. I'm not stopping you.
Are you the only one here who has been across the pond?
No.
No,
Where have
I'm
you
not.
been across the pond?
Emily and I have both been across the pond.
When? Where?
Uh,
Why? How?
we went a
Tell
bunch
me
of
all
places.
about
I
it.
was
We went on a
like-
grand tour.
4. Yeah, I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Emily probably remembers
I was
more
in,
of
well,
it
I
than
was in
do.
second grade. It's hard to remember it, but yeah, we went to Italy and we went to
Germany.
Austria, Germany.
Oh yeah, I think you did tell me about this once.
I
wish
don't
could-
remember those.
I wish
Did
I
not
could
know that.
remember
how
a lot
long?
of it.
How long ago was this?
I was in second grade, so I would have been
Oh.
like 8.
Okay.
Yeah, he was 5, 6.
I was in
Oh damn.
I
You
wasn't
remember any
even
of
in
it?
kindergarten. No, I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, you might have been in kindergarten.
I was in kindergarten when we went.
You remember any of it?
Barely. I remember parts. I remember being in Venice, and we went on one of the
The gondolas.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
sure if that's. We went on one of the gondolas.
He only thinks skiing gondolas. He can't
Yeah,
think of regular gondolas.
That's what made me pause.
It's like, is that
And I
really
also
the word?
remember driving through like the huge mountains. The mountains just scale over
They're
everything.
outstanding.
Mhm.
Like, and they're more spread out than they are out west.
Oh yeah,
Like out west, it's all clustered
Mhm.
together.
But
out
they're
over there, they're huge
huge.
and spread out. Like it's gorgeous. Let's
would you
go
guys-
international.
I was
House
just-
of Lynn goes
I was
international.
just about to say, would you guys ever be interested in possibly getting a group together? Because I
Anytime.
feel like the safest way to travel over there, travel anywhere, is definitely in a group.
I mean,
yeah.
I would like that, but whew, that's gonna
it's
get
pricey,
pricey.
yeah.
Well, it depends after what's currently going on, what
Oh, yeah,
everything
ticket
looks
prices
I
like.
mean,
could drop.
airfare
Yeah.
is really cheap.
I'd
Like-
go.
It is.
I would need to work some more, but
Yeah.
that would be so
Yeah.
awesome.
I want to go to like Switzerland.
I would love
would
to go to
love to go to
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yes. I want to go to Sweden and meet PewDiePie.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't live there
The
anymore.
Swedish people.
Where does he live now?
He's
I
lived
don't
in
know.
Japan. He's lived in Italy. He's lived in Switzerland. He's lived everywhere.
All from playing video games.
He went hard though.
He did.
He's
He
been
did.
doing it since the beginning.
He
Oh,
has.
yeah.
He is an original creator.
He really is.
Very
I,
well.
one
like
of a
I watch
kind.
him like once in a while, and I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah.
But like, I more just watch him because it's like it's PewDiePie.
Yeah. It's like you almost feel not inclined.
Like if it was
but-
like the same thumbnail, everything, but it wasn't PewDiePie, it was. I'm not sure if I would watch it.
yeah. For some reason, you're just like.
But it's like,
PewDiePie,
oh,
so
it's gonna be a pretty good
fun.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of the time they are.
I can't watch gaming videos.
Why not?
There's a lot of videos anymore that he's not
as much of a gaming channel anymore. Like
Yeah.
he just sits there. Like he's getting into a philosophy segment and everything. Like he's actually a really interesting guy.
He does
When
a
I
lot
watch-
of different stuff.
When I watch
I mean,
YouTube,
at one point I was watching him play Minecraft with Jack Black.
Well, yes.
when I watch YouTube, I just want to watch like hot fucking garbage that's just like just gonna make me laugh, and that's about it.
I mean, that's what I get from gaming
Yeah.
videos and stuff like that because I draw an interest from the games, but
Yeah.
they also make jokes and commentary.
Yeah,
So I draw an interest from that. I know,
watching a gaming
Yeah.
video for me is like watching the grass grow.
and probably vice versa for what you watch
Yeah,
to me.
I agree.
Not saying it's bad.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
different
personal taste.
Different
That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I had a teacher in elementary school that she taught my mom. That's how old she was. She was a nun, and she said that she could hear the grass grow.
That's disturbing and unsettling.
That's
Her
a
name is
little-
Sister Patricia Ann.
Ooh.
She died recently.
Oh.
She was like,
She's with God
yeah,
now.
she's with God.
As she always wanted to be.
So the only time that I've ever left the country is when I went to Aruba 2 years ago.
I think that was.
Was it 2 years ago?
Wasn't it your senior year?
It was the summer after my senior year.
So yeah, because
So like 2.5.
I was 2 years
Okay.
ago, so that would have been yours.
Yeah, it was because the day of your grad party, I was flying out that day. I came to your grad party for like an hour,
I
sat in
remember
the
that,
basement with
yeah.
people that I don't like.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
then,
it's so hard at a grad party because you're like
Mhm.
you tell everyone that you know to come, and you expect them to be able to come in their respective groups at the time.
Yeah.
But like they didn't, so it was just a weird like ketchup and hot
Yeah.
chocolate mixture.
I- yeah,
in the
I
basement. two different groups.
I showed up when it was like family and like your friends didn't come yet, and it
Yeah.
was just like
It was a
the
couple of
weird
the
kids that
football
I don't
boys.
I
Yeah.
don't like. Who
It's just like
yeah.
I have so many cool stories from Disney.
Disney.
Now that I think about it, because
Hey.
Disney is such a magical
It's
place.
such a magical
honestly.
place.
But
Oh
there's
my
The
God.
best
there's
shit
so
and
much-
the weirdest shit happens.
Exactly.
Magical in all ways. Good and
completely.
bad.
Yeah.
Good, bad, and ugly.
Well, this I was supposed to go this summer because we usually go down every summer as a family, but obviously with everything that's going on, we weren't able to get down there. But the year prior to that, that was the year that
That I went.
that was the year that Kuba was down in Disney with the band from
Oh.
our high school.
forgot
Oh,
that happened.
really?
Yeah.
And I was down there with my family. So he was in downtown Disney and I was at my hotel and I just said, fuck, Kuba's in downtown Disney and we're both in Florida. I'm going to downtown Disney. So I put on my Heelys and I got on the bus and I went to downtown Disney and I Heeled all around looking for Kuba. And I found him eventually with the
Yeah.
rest of the band kids and we ran around and caused havoc as much as we could.
That-
You're gonna
I
watch-
was in
Remember there?
Colorado at that time.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I
you
wanted to
were.
go,
We
but
were
I was in
all
Colorado.
around. We were all out of the way.
We were all traveling.
Yeah, that was a good
Wish-
summer. I feel
wish-
like I did a lot that summer.
Was Brimmer there?
Yeah, I
love
gave him a
Furman.
hug. I did.
Probably thrilled to see you.
I told him. He literally looked at me and he did a double take because he was like, I thought I got rid of you. He's like, I know I didn't bring you on this trip. How did you get down here? He's like, my family's down here.
That's such a Brimmer thing to say, though. That is such a Brimmer. I thought I got rid of you.
I think that's literally what he said. And then I walked up and I'm like, I'm giving you a hug now. And he goes, I don't want it. And I said, you can't stop me. I'm not a student anymore and it's not wrong. And I just gave him a hug and he's like, And he just did a quiet hum. I'm like,
One of my favorite parts
goal
about
accomplished.
one of my favorite parts about traveling is like the weird shit you see when you're like actually like physically in the act of traveling, like on a plane, in an Uber.
yeah.
Like it's the weirdest shit.
So great.
Airport people are next
people
level.
are-
like
Yeah.
You know what's worse than I've never been out of the country? I've never been on an airplane.
Then how the fuck do you get
Really?
to Disney? Do you drive
drive.
to Disney?
Oh
We drive
wow!
I would rather.
Actually, every time I've gone down to Disney,
every
it's
time
been
you've gone
in a
to
car.
Poland, you drove.
That too. We went over the Beringian land bridge.
gonna say.
Kuba took the Mesopotamian land bridge, traveled halfway across the globe just so he could.
Mesopotamian land bridge.
It's like linking Alaska and.
Beringian.
No, that's the Bering Strait. Mesopotamia is like in the Middle East.
That was the Bering
The
Strait.
Bering Strait.
Yeah, the Bering.
Geography lessons with the
Geography.
House of Lynn. Have you ever flown Spirit?
Never been on a plane, so
I don't
no.
know.
No,
We fly
love
Delta all
we
the
love
time.
Delta. We love Delta.
The
Delta's
Delta cookies, dude. Those things are gas.
They are.
Those
They
are
really are.
fire.
But
I love those.
The one time I was on Spirit and we like the flight attendants were just like passive aggressive assholes who would like, I swear to God, one walked up and fucking crop dusted the lady in front of me. I swear to God. They handed us, when we landed in Aruba, they handed us these little cards and you had to fill out like all your information. And I was like,
Oh, that's
like,
your death certificate.
yeah, I literally felt like I was filling out my death certificate.
Yeah. Next of kin. Where would my body like to be delivered? That's a weird question
Would
for
you
an
like-
airline to ask.
Check 1. Would you like to be embalmed? Yes or no?
If recovered from crash, would you?
You know what infuriates me about being on a plane?
What?
When you have a child behind you.
And they're kicking your seat and crying and screaming like a lunatic.
Oh my God, dude, that pushes me to my limit.
That's
I have
the
a feeling
biggest-
that was me.
Just
that
put
was
on
the
your
biggest
noise cancel.
stereotype, but
It's
everybody's
so
experienced
stereotype,
it.
but everyone's experienced it.
I've never really had like a bad experience with a child on an airplane. The only one was there was this little girl, maybe like 2 or 3. We were flying to Orlando. She sat down and I was like, oh, fuck, great. There's a child sitting in front of me. You know how I feel about children. And it was like her young mom and her mom's like friend. So we're sitting there and she was like good as gold. She slept the whole flight. And maybe like 20 minutes before we're about to land,
Her mom definitely drugged her. Children don't sleep through a whole flight.
You're not wrong.
She's like, here, honey, take these 17 NyQuils before you go on the plane. You'll go night-night. I won't have to babysit you for 3 days.
she gave her a Benadryl and let her rock. But
She gave her a Xanny and sent her on her
a melon.
way.
Maybe 20 minutes before the pilot was like, we'll be landing in 20 minutes. She woke up and I heard her say, Mom, I don't want to see Mickey anymore. I have the snots. And her mom and the friend just go, shh, we know you have the snots. Like trying to calm her down, then like not let other people hear. It was the funniest thing I have ever heard. It was like, those are the moments where I like kind of can tolerate children.
Oh, that's
How great on those parents for just being able to be on it immediately. Like they knew they didn't want to cause
But-
a disturbance on the plane.
But I don't
Those
know
are
how
the
they
best
didn't-
kind of people.
But I don't know how they didn't like bust out laughing.
Mom, I have the snots.
I would be a terrible parent because I would just like when my kid does something bad but funny, I wouldn't be able to like keep it together and like scold them. I would just immediately start laughing.
I think that's why we're gonna be the best generation of parents.
Well, I don't want kids.
Still, I think that's why we're going to be the best. Think about it. We're going to be able to beat our kids in every video game. We're going to be able to chill with our kids. We know how we were neglected, so we'll know how to bond with them.
I think you're going to be very surprised.
Oh yeah. I feel like we'll neglect our children even more.
Go away. I want to play Minecraft.
We'll-
You're
we'll go-
33.
We'll go on vacations without our children.
Well, every parent does that.
Yeah, but like we'll go to Disney without our children.
Oh, what are you going to home alone your kids?
Get a babysitter. TV babysitter. Were you a TV babysitter kid?
I never had that.
When you get home from school before your parents get home from work, so you just sit there and watch TV?
I mean, I've been self-sufficient since I was... like-
Well,
yes,
that's-
basically.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, basically. I would get home and I'd make my own dinner. I'd like put my stuff away. I'd do my
6-year-old
homework.
John just like
I'm not
cooking
kidding.
dinner.
I seriously would be standing at the stove like 6 or 7 years old, like making
Kraft mac and cheese. Yeah,
Making mac and cheese.
Me.
I knew how to make like 10 things at the time, so I was just like. oh,
I remember the
okay.
one time I was like 5, and I put an Easy Mac in the microwave without putting water in it, and then
Oh,
it caught
no.
on fire, and my. And my dad's exact words to me were, Ethan, it's not that easy.
That's such a good joke, though. Travel stories, though.
No.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
annoys me? I respect these people, but I also hate them. Are the people that like dress up for the airport. Like they're like they put themselves together in the morning. They have like a full face of makeup. They've done their hair. Like they're put together.
Like, you're not
And then,
Jennifer Lopez. The
like-
paparazzi's not coming to see you at the airport, honey.
I show up to the airport in like sweats and an old t-shirt. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. I want to be comfortable. I'm not going to dress up for the
Yeah.
airport. Like I'm impressed. Like people that will wear makeup.
Like
and
even
stuff.
me, I don't wear sweatpants out of the house. I wear sweatpants to the airport.
Exactly.
I would
What?
say, no, I mean, I guess like arguably you're going to see more people that you know when you leave your house in your general area. But going to the airport, you're not really going to, you're not you're not trying to impress anyone.
Yeah, but you're also like, then you're sitting on a plane for hours.
Yeah,
and you
I
like
don't
ha-
want to be sitting
yeah.
in
I don't know.
jeans for
I-
hours.
I
Like,
mean, these are the most comfortable jeans in the world, but that's only because they're
Jeans are not comfortable.
really because these
Oh,
are
I could
four-way
sl- I
flex
could-
elastic jeans.
I could sleep in these jeans, and I have slept in these
Elliot,
jeans.
I mean,
know
I've
this
slept
is
in
gonna
jeans. You
sound
all know
weird,
that.
but feel these jeans.
I just had another alien
They
demon
just
burp
feel like
right into the
jeans.
microphone.
They're elastic.
They feel like
They're
jeans.
they are four-way flex elastic.
Not a
jeans.
fan of jeans.
when we do
They're
our style
basically
swap video, I'm
sweatpants.
putting you in jeans.
What? Why?
yeah, jeans
When we
and
do
a
our
jean
style
jacket.
swap video.
Ooh,
Not
jean
not
jacket.
jeans and a jean
Yes.
jacket. That's too
I'm not
much.
doing double
And
denim.
his hair.
No.
I love
What are you
double
gonna do?
denim.
Curl his hair and put the blue light glasses on him too? You make him look like Timothy Chalamet.
Yes, can we please?
Timothy Charcuterie.
I was about to say something along
Yeah,
those
blue
lines.
jeans, a black
Timothy
turtleneck,
Chartreuse.
blue like the blue jean jacket.
Was
it Steve
no,
Jobs?
let's just put him in like a
You wanna shave his
turtleneck
head,
dress
too.
that goes all the way to the floor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Welcome back to the House of Lynn. It's nice to see you again. We took a brief intermission, but we're back with all the energy, and I have a tummy full of honey wheat pretzels and water.
And I'm just pissing.
Only the best here at the House of Lynn.
Nothing else?
He did just piss.
So, I was thinking about this while we were on our break. Since I'm an only child, and it was just me and my two parents on vacation, every year I would always make a friend at the resort. And so, like, the most memorable one, I made a YouTube video about it, and it was like the hood rats doing hood rat things. I met these two kids. They were from like somewhere else in Florida, and then the three of us met these other kids. I think they were from Arkansas. And then the first night we met, we jumped off the bridge at the hotel into the lake that was filled with alligators, and there were no swimming signs everywhere. And then
That sounds like a bad idea.
yeah,
Yeah, it
then
does.
there was
I think that happened in Florida to a small kid.
yeah.
Closed down Disney for a bit.
Well, we jumped off the bridge. I recorded it. It's on my YouTube channel. And then we got kicked out of the pool for doing backflips off the waterfalls. And then we like waited an hour for the pool to close, then jumped the fence and got back into the pool for like another hour and a half, and then got kicked out again.
So you were just being ragamuffins.
Yeah, we were being hood rats. We were hood rats doing hood rat things.
I see.
And we did that like every night for a week.
Nice.
sounds-
It was
Alright.
it was
That sounds awesome.
It was the most irresponsible I have ever been, and you know, it was invigorating.
Yeah. It's not an everyday kind of thing.
No,
No.
it's not.
Once in a while, it's like, it
Yeah.
feels nice to be free.
Really
That's like, Elliot and I have like crazy stories like that. That's like the night we went to the Dominican this past year, like right before everything kicked off and all that.
yeah, you went on that cruise.
All the bad
No,
bad.
we just went down to a resort. But that reminds me, like the one night, him and I, you can drink while you're 18 down there, and him and I drank so much, and we started tearing around this hotel. And what did you steal? The
Yeah.
A1 sauce? He stole.
Well, we went
it.
up. So we went up to like the main bridge of the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and people are
Why
leaving
don't all
like.
fancy resorts have a bridge?
Yeah, but like people were leaving
nice.
like
For no
full
reason at
cakes outside their door that they were done with like expensive ass like hotel food,
Like,
and
we
they were
were-
just leaving it in front of the door because they took like one bite out of it and just were done with it.
Because we were like, this hotel was like split up into sections. Like if you
Yeah.
the level we were on, these were like rich people.
yeah.
Like there was like Chanel bags out front of the doors and like everything. Like it was nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was like cake, and then we found this cart, and it was filled with like what was like. It
Just
was
like different things.
Yeah, different food
Yeah.
and everything.
Very specific.
and we're like stumbling down the hallway. I go, Elliot, how much to take the A1 sauce?
And I just pick it up and march back to the hotel room.
So we came back to the hotel room with A1 sauce, and I don't know if my mom
That was A1.
very thrilled with us.
Yeah, I don't think she was very happy with us, but
It's nice being on like a secluded resort like that
Yeah.
though, because you can just wreak havoc.
I don't like it
Do
for every
whatever
trip
you
though.
want.
They're not going to kick you out.
I
Like,
would
unless you
love-
do some major bad
Unless you
stuff.
like
Yeah.
drown someone
Yeah.
or like set the place on fire, they're not going to kick you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do? I took some food that you left in the hallway. It's like,
That you were going to throw away anyway.
Yeah.
Those
Go
are
away.
those are so nice. Like those are like vacations. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to travel and see places on vacation, but sometimes it is nice to go on a vacation where you can just sit
Unwind.
there, drink and eat, like, and nothing else matters.
I talked about this in a previous episode when I went to Aruba. I got day drunk and watched an entire season of Victorious in the hotel room.
Yeah, you told us that.
Yeah.
Like best day of my life.
I feel
The
like
sun
if we
just like shining through the window.
Oh, yeah.
like,
This is gonna sound weird because I know a lot of people have only really been. I know that I keep harping on the Disney thing, but it's really like only my traveling experience. I don't have a lot other than that. So, so if you've ever been to Disney a few times and you've ever gone for an extended period of time, you'd know that it's awesome when it's sunny and hot and you can go and do everything and see every beautiful sight. But when you've been there for so many years in a row, it's lovely when it just starts to downpour and you look outside and you go, "We're not going anywhere."
change.
The one time it was like hurricane warning. It was actually like really bad. Like it was. I
I
think,
think
it was
that was
near-
the same time we were there.
Yeah,
Because there was some really bad rain that
pretty
day.
sure there was hurricane warnings.
Yeah.
Like it was an actual hurricane.
There's
that,
a
like,
hurricane warning every other day in
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Like I feel
All
like
the
every
time.
time I've gone down to Florida, we've been stuck in some kind of a horror.
Incoming
hurricane.
tropical storm.
Yeah.
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 Tropical depression. Cheeseburger in paradise.
But it was so bad. We were getting ready to leave probably at 11 o'clock, my whole family, to go to the park. And I looked outside and the clouds were moving in and looming. And I could see like something off in the distance, like you know how you can see rain from a
Yeah.
distance? I could see the rain in the ocean. And I'm just like, and I literally walked back, took off my shoes, took off my pants, put on my pajama pants, and sat down on the TV.
On the
on the TV. Sat down on.
I sat
the
down on
TV.
the couch and started watching TV, and my parents walked out of their room, and they're like, "Why aren't you ready? We're leaving in 5 minutes." And I said, "No, we're not." And they said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Open the curtain." And they opened the curtain and looked, and they said, "We're not going anywhere." And they prompted to do the same thing and sit down and join me as we watched like 4 or 5 Disney movies, me, my mom, dad, and a couple of my sisters.
Where do you guys stay when you go down?
A lot. Would you like to tell them?
Well, I wasn't sure. Like I know
Where
with
do you
my
guys
family,
stay? A lot.
Well, like with my family, when we go to Disney, we specifically go to what is it? The French Quarter, the is it Portofino?
We've went
France.
there. We've also went to the Hard Rock.
Yes.
Oh,
no,
the
that
Hard Rock's
Rock.
nice.
Hard Rock's at Universal.
Is that that's
Yeah.
a Universal.
But no,
bad.
we
Not a, yeah.
specifically like stay in the French Quarter. I know families like where like they go to the same
Like the
hotel
Grand
and it's like
Polynesian. And,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Haven't
so-
we been
like
to
my-
another
my-
Disney one though?
We have, but it was years
Okay.
ago.
My
So-
family always stays at Marriott's because we have a timeshare with Marriott, so we get like discounted prices.
Yeah,
And
I have a timeshare with Disney,
Yeah.
so we get
Yeah.
discounted hotel rooms everywhere. I have stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge a couple of times. It's actually my favorite to stay in.
That's so cool.
It's so awesome. Our balcony is looking out over like wildlife, like giraffes
That's
and
so
elephants
cool.
and
I've
stuff.
walked around
That's
that
cool.
hotel and it's really sick. I want to stay there.
It is my favorite place to stay. There's that one. There, I've stayed at the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, the Contemporary, Sports Resort. I've stayed at the Boardwalk a few times. I've gone every year of my life.
Yeah, you
That's
have.
sick though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone every year of my life except this past one, and there's been years when we've gone down for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time and stayed at 2 or 3 different hotels.
That's
in
so
our stay.
cool.
So
Was
we'll-
it odd this year not going?
Yeah, it broke my cycle because I was
You're
like,
just used to it.
it got there.
happening at this
Yeah,
point.
it got there like halfway through the summer, and I'm like, I'm going to Disney. I felt really privileged at the time. I'm just like, wait, I'm privileged. Just a little. I thought about it. I miss it. Honestly, I hated it, and I always wanted to stay home. But this year, it just wasn't the same. Oh,
you always
for
want what
obvious
you can't
reasons.
have.
Exactly.
I just
The grass
miss
is always
traveling
greener.
in general.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I miss the smell of the airport. Never
You
thought I'd
have-
miss
And
that.
And
have-
just like a quick weekend trip even to like you drive to like I don't know New York City or something.
You
Or,
have
like,
no
Ocean
idea.
City,
Yeah.
like-
Oh, I
No
went to the
idea.
beach so much this
I
summer though.
was so hyped. The only traveling I got to do this year was I went down to Chickasha, Virginia. That was it.
Yeah, I didn't
went to
go
the beach
anywhere
for like
this
2
year.
weeks.
No,
I
I went.
wasn't-
It's funny.
was great.
I went to like New Jersey, like Ocean City and stuff, more this summer than I have my entire life.
Yeah.
Like I feel
Just
like
for
it
like
was,
day trips, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It
Like I
happened
was there
all the time.
And
this
like
summer.
that was perfect because like you're outside on the beach and
exactly.
you don't have to deal with
Because I would go there. It was
anyone.
like close group of friends. If not, it was just like me, you, and I think Like there was just a handful of us that would go down. It was like
Yeah.
4 or 5 people. We were there laying on the beach the whole time, and then we'd get in our cars and drive home. Like,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Such a vibe.
Such a vibe.
Wish we lived closer to the beach so we could do that more often.
It's super possible though. Like if we
Yeah,
just
it's really
dedicate
not a
a
bad
day,
drive.
like it's not bad.
We need
gotta
to
dig a
massive
hole when you're at
on
the beach.
Oh, yeah. Can we?
Aren't you like not allowed to dig holes more than 1 foot deep or something?
That's
Isn't that,
a
like,
them
rule?
problem. Not
There's
an us
a-
problem.
Yeah, but like
There's no
that's
I've gotten
law.
it like past my head before. Like I go hard on that.
no, like that's a rule on the beach because of like they drive the quads around that rig the beach, so it like messes with that. But that's a them problem.
I'd like, what is Baywatch gonna come out? Fucking run from the waves. You can't dig that hole.
Poseidon is just gonna come right up from the sea.
And the thing is, the lifeguards don't care. Like the lifeguards,
don't.
like some
They
of them, they'd
encourage
be a
fuckery.
threat. Like if they actually like came after you, they'd be dangerous because like a lot of them are like completely ripped and stuff. Police.
First of all, do you know how hard it'll be for him to grab me? Think about the amount of baby oil.
but
on his skin.
comparing lifeguards,
He's like, get over here.
No, the gimp suit.
comparing lifeguards
story.
to beach police, it's two totally
Patrol.
different.
Yeah.
It's totally different
Oh.
breeds.
Can I talk about the worst trip I've ever been on in my entire life?
Can I say one
both of
thing?
you were there?
Can I
Okay.
say one thing?
All
before-
right.
What do you have to say? Nothing that you could say could possibly redeem that trip for me. That was the worst experience of my entire life.
Oh, I know where this is going already.
I'm so glad that you trailed off in anger like that because what I have to say is not even about redeeming that.
What?
I was just gonna say, going back to the other thing about being chased by beach police. Can you imagine being chased by beach police and then just like jumping in the water and never coming back to the sand?
Well, I went down to Ocean City, Maryland with these two prostitutes. We packed into John's car. Kuba slept the whole way there. We listened to fucking Black Eyed Peas the whole way. It was a fun time until we got there. It was a pleasant time in the car until we got there. And I realized that the nice house that Ariel booked, actually I think booked it. Love her, but it was a shithole. None of the appliances worked. There were no pots in the house. So like somebody wanted to make mac and cheese, we had to make it in a fucking crock pot. Like Kraft mac and cheese.
Do you know how
I'm not
hard it
done.
is? It is so hard to make
I'm
mac
not
and
done.
cheese in a crock pot.
I'm not done. The railing on the stairs was a piece of PVC pipe.
It's true.
The house comfortably slept 7. There were at the least 11 people in the house.
At one time, 18.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
the most.
that
There
was
were-
bad.
Yes.
There was 11 more
The-
people in
for-
this house
Than there
were
should have
supposed to
been.
be.
First of all, there was this like shady Russian landlord named Marsha, who the day we got there, which was a day after everybody else got there, her husband came to drop off the lease. For those listening to the audio, I did air quotes when I said lease.
It was a note that said, we'll kill you.
No. On the first page, it said, "This is a legally binding document." It was like 27 pages long. Each page was in a different font, and it had at least one emoji on every page.
This is a legally binding document.
That was strike 1. I didn't even see Ariel that whole weekend because she was out of the house the whole time because it was so bad. And she left me and fucking Nason. Love Nason, but she left me and Nason to hold down the fort with all the rest of the idiots there. It was awful. Everybody was pissed the whole time. Everybody was but Ariel got sun poisoning and she
my
got a
God.
fucking
Ariel
blister.
looked like a crab.
She
did.
She
That
looked
was bad.
She looked like a burn victim. It was so bad.
She matched her hair.
And I remember we were gonna stay 2 nights, and on night 1,
We did stay 2 nights.
No, we stayed 1 night.
We stayed 2.
Did we stay
stayed
2?
two. We were
Maybe
gonna stay
okay.
3.
We were gonna stay 3, and on day 2, I got on my knees in front of John and begged. I said, "Can we please leave tomorrow? There is nothing I want more than to leave this godforsaken shithole."
Didn't
And-
someone rent a hotel? Like,
Yeah,
so they didn't
yeah,
have
yeah,
to stay there?
Rented a hotel room and one night slept in her room. And she didn't. She rented a hotel room, and 2 of the 4 nights that she rented it for, she didn't even sleep in that hotel room.
It was there was so much more that went on that trip that I'm not allowed to talk about online. But it was so I would rather stick firecrackers up my nostrils and light them than go on a trip like that ever again.
You wanted to leave so bad.
It was so bad.
And me
And
and
then-
Kuba were just vibing. Like, we were flourishing in the chaos.
You were the chaos.
Yeah, actually, you were the chaos.
I was not the chaos. I might have contributed,
What
but
about me?
overall, I
What-
was
what would I
definitely
have
not
been?
the chaos.
You were just like asleep in the corner the whole time.
But that's pretty much what I was
Unless we
doing,
were
too.
out on the beach.
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
and me were walking around on the boardwalk looking for food or hanging out with the rest of the guys.
You know how it was really bad? When we decided to leave, that 2 other people that didn't even come with us left with us.
Oh, yeah. The moment they found out we were leaving, they asked their
They tagged
ride.
along.
Are we
We'll say Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill?
Jack and Jill. So
Jack
we're-
and Jill and Roscoe was their driver. Jack
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jill
yeah.
wanted Roscoe to leave early, but Roscoe just did not want to leave. So Jack and Jill, the moment they found out that Ethan was begging me to leave, I was like, I don't know, maybe. And I was trying to see if anyone else was leaving that day that might be able to take Ethan because I wanted to flourish in the chaos a little bit more. I mean, I didn't want to leave you, obviously, but I was enjoying myself.
I
it
was not.
It was
We
so much
were.
fun to watch
We
everything go crazy because that was the best trip because everyone else paid for that and I didn't pay for the day.
Yeah, we
line.
didn't. At least, yeah. If I would have paid for it, I would have been even more pissed.
That night,
Ariel
that
told
night
me-
we went to the restaurant. The waiter paid me.
What?
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you gave him
He was
money.
drunk. The waiter was drunk.
Yeah, he gave
gave
him
me
money.
more money than I gave him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
Kuba gave
was
him
like, I
$8
want
for his
change.
meal.
No,
was
no,
like-
I gave him like 23 and he gave me like 34 back.
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
No.
Why would he? Yeah.
The only 2 positive things that happened on this trip, actually 3 positive things that happened on this trip for me. 2 there, 1 on the way home. The 2 there was when we went, me, Ariel, and 2 other people got in another person's car to go. Somebody found some guy on Tinder to buy everyone alcohol. So we went to his apartment, which was like 40 minutes out of Ocean City. We drove all the way out there. Me and another girl sat in the car, and we thought we were all gonna get like murdered. And like we literally had like 911 dialed on the phone in case they didn't. We were like, if they don't come out in 20 minutes, we're calling 911. Like it was so. Then it was scary. Now it was so funny. And then when we went to get a piñata and birthday gifts for some kid who it was his birthday that day. The third positive thing that happened on that trip was we were on the way home, and Jack, who was sitting in the back seat, really had to pee.
Oh god.
I've heard this story.
So
Oh, God.
we're driving around for like an extra hour out of our way trying to find a restroom. We go to the first gas station, no restroom. Go to the second gas station, you have to buy something. Nobody wanted to buy something. Third gas station, restroom was out of order. We go into Rite Aid, still no restroom. Go into CVS, no fucking restroom. And so Jack is like, fuck it. He goes into like some gas station, buys a Gatorade bottle, chugs it, and then tries to piss in the Gatorade bottle.
He's like, it's the
But
biggest bottle I thought
but-
they had.
But he's complaining that he can't fit his dick into the bottle to piss in it. For like 10 minutes, we're arguing in a gas station parking lot. This kid's penis is out. And we're all like, you don't need to stick your dick in the bottle to piss it. And John screams at the
Jill
top
is-
of his lungs, you don't need to stick your dick in it. Shove your urethra up to the nozzle and piss.
Oh my god! And then on the ride home,
forgot
when we were
about that.
when we were stuck on the highway going -5 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
During that giant backup and traffic jam,
Oh,
I was
God.
sitting there, literally shaking in anger. My face was bright red. I was hot. My AC wasn't working. I was so pissed off. Everyone in the car.
You literally
was,
shut the car off.
Yeah. We were stopped.
Like stand still traffic for
How
a mile.
long were we
Everyone
stuck
in the
for?
car was awake and off their phone and like conscious. And I said, I would like to apologize to everyone in advance. And then I screamed at the top of my lungs, an ear-curdling scream for like
Maybe
probably
20
10,
seconds.
15 seconds. Yeah, like
Yeah.
20
Like
seconds.
it was a while. I was impressed
I
with,
fe-
with your
So
your
was
lung
I.
power with that.
That was the epitome of rage. There was so much anger, but nowhere to direct it
That's
anyone.
how I felt the entire trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours was 20
Just think,
seconds.
though, if we would've-
Ethan's was 2 days.
If we would have left,
20 days.
Yeah, I
20 days of anger.
we would have been home 2 to 3 hours earlier than we were.
Yeah.
Everyone would have
Yeah.
been home if it wasn't for having to piss.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember on the drive up when we got yelled at for pissing on the fence?
Oh yeah,
outside the gas station.
Yeah, on the way there, I had to tinkle.
Actually, all three of us did.
Yeah, all of us did.
So
and
we
I-
literally lined up.
we
Yeah, we
lined-
walk into the gas station. The guy says there's no bathroom available, so we all just go to
I
the
was the
fence
first.
outside.
I led the charge. I said no bathroom, my ass, and I walked outside.
Yeah, we all
and I
pissed on the
stuck-
fence.
I pissed like right up against the fence, and then Kuba walked up next to me, and you were just like, "Okay, so we're doing this." And you walked up next to me, and
like in a
started pissing.
line.
It was just like, "Okay, I guess we're pissing." And then the guy like, didn't we go in afterward to
We
buy
went in
something?
afterwards to
and
buy
the guy's
something.
Like, I saw you on my cameras. I got your. And I said,
Okay.
"Oh no!" And he goes, "I got your license plate too." And I'm like, "Okay." To this day, have not received a single thing. Have not. So he must have had. It must
There
have
was
just been,
first of all, there was no way he could have seen the license plate
From
with the
that
placement
angle.
of that
No.
camera.
First of all, that camera was
and
older
you know,
than me.
and you know what? He got a good look of my piece.
Yeah. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked your view. I hope you liked it.
Boo.
Your view.
Answer the damn phone.
It's a
The
ringing.
phone.
The phone.
The phone
is
is
ringing.
ringing.
Da 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 da.
What's that from?
What is that?
Wonder Pets.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm having a blast today, guys.
Me too.
I'm chill. I'm exhausted, but I've been
I'm
exhausted
having a
all week.
blast.
It's okay.
The first skiing trip we went on was up north in Vermont, but I think you have probably the most interesting stories of being out west.
Yeah.
Because you've spent much time out towards Colorado, Utah area.
Yeah. So my first trip out west, same as you, we went to Utah. We flew into Salt Lake City, and then we went skiing at Snowbird, Park City, and Deer Valley. So every ski area sort of has like its own like theme. Not like theme, but
Yeah.
like people go to certain ski areas depending on like abilities and what they prefer to do. Deer Valley is like an extremely like high end ski area. It's like they will walk up to your car, like when you pull out front of the lodge, they will walk up to your car and like grab your skis for you and walk you inside.
Is there valet?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like valet. It's like that kind of place.
Yeah.
And it was
Bougie. Rich
yeah.
people shit.
Yes.
It's for the rich old retired people.
Yeah.
And it was enjoyable, but like I wasn't like blown away by it. It was more of just like, wow, this place has some money.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Snowbird is like your college mountain man who likes to party and just like ski and snowboard on the weekends and hit gnarly terrain like cliffs.
And it's high 24/7.
Yeah, and it's high 24/7.
The ultimate college boy.
But that was like that would I would say that's like real like out west skiing.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
you're in open fields and you can
Yeah.
just go wherever you
Like
want.
there's not a building in sight. It's
Yeah.
just mountain and snow and trees.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
You can just like explore the mountain and like everything sort of just like funnels down in to like the lowest section. So no matter where you go, you're gonna end up at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you go back up and it takes like half an hour to get down. It takes a really long time.
wow.
And compared to around like
Yeah. Like
you
can
went
get-
skiing with us, you can get down in like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm a beginner.
Yeah. And it's super cool too because the way the mountain's shaped, it's almost like if there's a bowl. So when you're looking, like you could be at the top of the, not the very top, but like let's say decently up on the mountain, and looking across, and you can see skiers across from you.
Yeah.
Because it's like just
It just funnels
mountain.
into
Yeah.
the same area. It's so cool. And then I think on the last day, or one of the last days, we went to Park City, which is like your big ski area down there. I think it's the biggest ski resort in Utah, if not like it's pushing like United States.
Yeah.
If not, it isn't. That was like that was my first trip out west. That was yours. Have you been out west anymore? Or no.
I mean, we went to California skiing, which we skied on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
There's snow out there?
Yeah. Because they have
Northern,
they have-
yeah, Northern California, yeah.
No, Northern California.
Yeah, Northern California, not
Well, you say California.
Hollywood.
I think
Not LA. Not LA, sister.
yeah.
No.
LA is canceled right now.
So we went skiing during the summer when we were out there, and that was
I skied in a bikini.
Yeah, you skied in a bikini.
It was the most freeing experience of my life. It was outstanding.
Like there's snow on the ground and it's hot out.
yeah, and like I have a photo. I will send you the photo.
That is
Isn't it the profile photo?
Everyone-
of
Yeah,
your Wax
I-
versus Rails account.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I was like, I feel like I've seen that picture somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is the best feeling ever.
Just titties out.
Titties
going
out.
down the mountain.
Oh yeah.
All the
It
ski
was
boys.
warm out too. It was probably like pushing like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
So like you're in t-shirts while you're on snow.
Yeah,
Like-
that's probably weird.
How's the snow there?
It's
It's okay.
nice.
It's slushy, like it's like very watered down snow, like
Well,
slush.
Yeah, it's an 80-degree heat.
But other than
I
that,
understand.
it's not unskiable. Like,
That was my first
enough.
experience going out west.
well, because you have to think about it too. Like when you go out west, the base they have on the mountain of snow is huge, and as that works its way down, it doesn't work its way down as fast as what it would like in PA and Vermont. So like, there's still a good layer of like snow and ice underneath what you're skiing when you're
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, that sounds actually really fun.
But yeah,
It's so cool.
when we went out that 4th of July, that was my first time skiing in the summer. And then I went to a summer camp called Woodward. I was at Woodward Copper. And they pile up all their snow from their big jump line. And then you go up there and they have like a pretty decent sized trail that's all just like park features and you get to ski the whole week. And then afterward you go to like their training facilities where there's like trampolines, ramps, like skate parks, everything.
Oh, cool.
And I stayed out there. My first time going out, I stayed out there for a week. And then the following year, I went out again, and that's when I decided to be a junior counselor out there. So I got to stay out there for an extra week. And it's just like, it's such a cool experience because people from all over the nation come to this place, and we all have like something in common.
Yeah.
So like everyone there sort of is there for the same reason. They all enjoy the sport. So I know people, like if I were to go to Arizona today, I would know people out there just because everyone
That's
goes
cool.
there. It's cool because people still stay connected. Like
Yeah.
there's still people that I met out there like 2 years ago and I still talk to.
It's weird to think that people from Arizona are actually like interested in skiing.
There's skiing in Arizona. There's ski resorts where you can look out into the desert.
They ski on the
Okay,
sand.
that's cool.
I was
No.
gonna say really sand skiers.
Yeah.
The elemental skis. Next you're gonna tell me there's air skiers.
People like actually do go sandboarding and stuff though.
Yeah.
Is that a
Like they
thing?
take snowboards on sand.
That's
Yeah.
a thing.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds
Seen
so
videos of that.
cool.
Yeah, on like
I've
the
seen
dune.
videos of
Yeah.
that.
That sounds
What's up?
amazing.
That'd be
Can we go
cool.
sand skiing?
No. I don't even want to go regular skiing.
I'll wear like steampunk goggles. It's like, onward, fellows.
Family vacations can honestly be really fun though.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
can be.
I never go on like big family vacations because we don't like our family. But most of the vacations that I've gone like with my immediate family.
Oh no, like this past summer, my sister and I went to Stone Harbor with a lot of our family.
Oh, yeah.
And that was such a great vacation.
Oh yeah, I definitely think I got closer with everybody
Definitely,
in the family
yeah.
like since that vacation.
It's like also cool when like you're older and you hang out with your cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you have more to talk about. You have more like
More
like,
life.
Yeah, yeah. There's more life to talk about.
Yeah.
Rather than just,
You don't need to like find something to do.
yeah.
You can
Rather
just
than
talk.
yeah. I mean, like some of my favorite memories with my cousins are just like playing hide and seek at my aunt's house. But like now that we're older and like we actually like talk about stuff, it's more of like there's an actual relationship there rather
Yeah.
than just like, oh,
We can hang out. For
yeah,
the day.
yeah.
Let's go listen to Taylor Swift. Jocelyn and I used to listen to Taylor Swift on loop when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like I can vividly remember like sitting down in my grandparents' basement like singing.
wears short skirts.
Yup.
That is frightening.
We have the same birthday as
Childhood.
Taylor Swift.
We do.
Do.
I'm
I
sorry
think
for
we're gonna
boring
go.
Is there a Skook News today?
Oh
We
yeah.
we don't have one.
We don't have a
You don't?
skook.
I'm
We don't
very-
have
I'm
a. We
very
unfortunately do not have a skook news for today. Elliot, would you like to close us out?
Oh, I don't know how to close this out.
you. You do it however you feel, babe.
This has been the House of Lynn. Comment, like, subscribe. Check us out on all podcast platforms.
Follow us on Instagram, house.of.lin.
And don't forget to check us out on our individual socials.
Yes.
Remember, every Friday. new
Every
episodes.
Friday.
9 o'clock.
Fridays at 9.
It's actually
The House
Fridays
of
at 8.
Lynn. Fridays at 8. Check back in.
AM. See ya.
AM.
See ya.
Bye. Besides
Don't leave me
Poland,
on
have you been
silence.
anywhere?
Not really.
grandma's
I
house.
mean, like,